Hi everybody, I'm going to share with you a quick little mini album that I have been creating. Those of you who watch my channel regularly probably have seen a sort of a rash of mini albums lately. And this is another Halloween album, and it's using the craft little photo album from Michaels, and they're the ones with the little plastic pages inside already. So they normally come just without anything on the front, and I just added some paper from my stash. And I actually had a question on how I keep my paper, I guess my stash of different holidays. So this is one of those ISIS boxes from Michaels, sorry. And I just kind of put everything, all the papers in here. The reason I do it this way and not by collection is generally because there was a time when I wouldn't buy paper collections at all. I would, many years ago, that I was just buying sheets of paper. And then sometimes, so I had those in here, and then now I've gotten to the point where when a paper pack that might be from close to my heart or from another company that I don't have very much left of, I'll generally stick it in here. If it's still got quite a bit left, like this one is the Graphic 45 Halloween in Wonderland. This one still has quite a few sheets of paper, and it's still pretty much, complete. I just use a plastic bag and still stick it in here just because it's for the holiday. So that is an answer for Jeannie, who asked a question about how I keep my paper. So that's what I do. I have one for Christmas, one for Halloween, one for Valentine's, and I think that's it. Yeah, Christmas, Halloween, and Valentine's Day are the ones that I have separated like this. Okay, so back to my mini album. This is the mini album. Again, using just paper from my stash. Most of this is Close to My Heart. This is a stamp from Close to My Heart that I stamped with the CTMH White Daisy ink. This is what the ink looks like. Again, Jeannie, I think this is one of your questions too. This is what the ink is. That's the name of it. It's a pigment-based ink, so it takes a little bit longer to dry than the normal inks, the water-based dye inks. So you want to give that an extra. You want to keep that in mind and give it an extra little bit to dry before you touch it and try to. I generally stamp it first, and then I let it sit for a few minutes before I adhere it to anything else. So this is the album I created. This is just, again, stuff from my stash. Most of it's Close to My Heart paper. There is a few, I think this is Doodlebug, and then I added some CTMH, what are they, epoxy stickers, and there's another one. This is a Martha Stewart punch, and just added that in there. All of this stuff is adhered to the plastic cover, just how I got it to, that way it won't interfere with when you put the photo in there. Photo mats are all 4x6, and again, just really simple, kind of trying to get just some different, things happening on the page. This stuff is, again, stuck to the plastic cover. And this is, I stamped a little, what is it, a little spider. And originally, since I cut it out, I realized that it's way too thin for me to put red line tape, or, what is it called? I use red line tape mostly, also the, what is this stuff called? No, I can't remember. This kind of tape. The thin tape. That's generally what I've been using to make it adhere to the plastic sheeting, and that works really, really well. But I cut this out way too thin, and I have the thinnest score tape. That's what it is, score tape. I have the thinnest score tape, but still it's not thin enough, and it doesn't go, in the shape of this spider's web here. So I actually just adhered this to a piece of pattern paper, and then adhered the pattern paper to the plastic here. So just a different way to get around that. And then this is a Close to My Heart stamp that I just stamped here and added a little pearl to the spider web on that. Here's another piece of Halloween pattern paper, and then I've added a little pendants and a button And here is just scraps now. I've gotten down to some scraps on some paper, so I just punched out or this was already cut out. I punched a scallop circle, and then this was the last. I must have cut off a piece for something else, and I had this left, so I added that to pennant and then stamped the spider on both and added some bling. And some more Recollections bling just on this pattern paper. More pennants, which seemed to be the easiest thing to do for me. And then this is a Martha Stewart punch as well, the little skull. And I added some Martha Stewart corner punch. And I had intended on doing the whole thing, but once you did that, you couldn't really see kind of figured, want to leave it open enough for a picture to go in there. So once I did the whole border, it just was too much. So anywho, that's it right there. And then I did another Martha Stewart, the little tombstone border punch that I think is really cute. So that's my album, guys. If you have any questions or would love to know what you think, please leave a comment down below. Thanks.